And so today I just wanted to mention about this whole idea of stress. You've heard the big S word quite a many number of times, I'm sure. But I don't know if you know how much stress dictates the results you're having in your health and your eating and training as well. Because it actually creates a whole lot of issues. When we have stress in our bodies, and often a lot of us are quite stressed. We might not even know how stressed we are, but a lot of us are suffering from chronic stress. And when we have chronic stress where we're not actually getting a break from our thoughts and the panicky thoughts we may have, or the traffic or the deadlines or the kids and constant working and not ever stopping, and the multitasking we may need to do, when we're in a state of chronic stress, there is this chemical called cortisol running through our body. And that chemical actually inhibits and stops our ability to burn fat. And it also increases the hunger hormone and decreases the satiety hormone. And it does all these different things where we might even start becoming obsessed with food and hone in and narrow in on food and become quite obsessive with it. We might actually change our taste buds and the smell senses so that we desire sweeter and sweeter food and higher energy foods. And it just changes so many crazy things in our body, all these biochemical, biological things when we are under stress. And it changes things in our brain. And the reason it does this is because back thousands of years ago, when we were in a famine or we were in a really cold place, that was when our body was under stress. And when it was in those times, a lot of the time we would need to gain the fat. We'd need to keep fat on us, not burn it, because we needed to withstand a long time without eating and things. And so there's a part in the brain stem, which is our real big part of our stress response, the flight-fight response. And it is very primal. You can't actually communicate to this part directly in the normal way of communicating with our words. And so when it heightened stress, feels the stress, and that's all happening through the body, this part actually operates all those changes where it will retain your fat and it will not want it to let go. And it will make you quite obsessive with eating and comfort eating or emotional eating and wanting to get quite a lot of calories. And it will drop metabolism things so you can't burn as much. And so it's really important for you to understand what stress is in terms of the thoughts and the patterns in your life that are triggering it, the mindsets, the emotions, the behaviors, the habits, and just the circumstances and issues that are around your life, surrounding you, that are creating the stress for you, and how to minimize that, how to narrow it down. You might not be able to change the circumstances sometimes, but you can change the way you're thinking about it and the way you're coping with it and what you're doing about it. And so this is a very big part that is actually dictating whether we can get the shape that we're really wanting, or whether we can eat in a healthy, balanced way and train as well as we can. And so this would be something that we'd love to chat to you more about, if that's something you're interested in a form of the workshop or in more videos, because this is something that is so crucial to whether we actually get our health goals or not. Understanding the mindset behind stress and the whole factors around stress and how to limit that in our lives so that we can actually release the weight, get the best shape that we're really after. So if this interests you, please write a comment, thought, and again, join that group that we're forming, where we're going to have a lot more info and insights on mindset and how you can actually change this part of your health and get the health goals you're after. Thanks again, guys. Hope you're well, and I'll speak to you again soon. See ya.